Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. Before I begin, like the video, put on your notification bell so that you can know when my next video uploads. And if you like the video, come down in the comment section. Also, I'm going to need y'all to subscribe too, okay? Don't forget to subscribe, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome to my review of The Handmaid's Tale, the season finale. We open up with June sitting at the base of her garden, just sitting there. And then next you know, she gets a package. Inside the package is a bulletproof vest that she's going to wear because there's another memorial that she's supposed to say a prayer at. Mark comes by to let them know that the gunman was apprehended. He's a 56-year-old man, but they're trying to see if he has ties to Gilead. So June walks Mark outside. She asks him how he's doing. He said he's been to 19 funerals in 5 days. June says she knows how it feels to be responsible for people and lose them. Mark leaves, and June just happened to notice that all her neighbors are moving out. Then as she's walking down back to her house, she sees this pickup truck, and this pickup truck comes charging at her and boom, hits her. Not only does he hit her, as June is recovering from that hit, the pickup truck backs up and runs over her arm. I'm thinking it's a dream sequence the way June was staring, but it was actually going on. So Luke comes out and, pretty much beat the man to a pulp and end up going over to June. And then next thing we see them in the hospital. So June is being cared for by the doctors. Meanwhile, the authorities is pulling on Luke so he could come give a statement about what happened. So I guess they sedate June, and Commander Nick is at the window looking. Of course, he got there by way of Mark Tawello. And he just sits there with June for a little bit. He figured it's best that she know that he was not there. Oh, I would love to know what the end game is with Nick. So the handmaids are on there cleaning detail, and Janine breaks out in a song. I believe it's Hard Knock Life, okay? And then all the other handmaids join in with her. And Aunt Lydia is walking towards them and hear them. She starts smiling. So she comes to them and says, it's okay to enjoy the work that you're doing. However, I feel like you should pick a better selection when you're doing your work. So Aunt Lydia steps to the side and talked to another lady. The lady was like, listen, they're noticing your favoritism for Janine. She's going to need to be posted in the house soon, or they're going to find something else to do with her. So, of course, Aunt Lydia manages to talk to Naomi, and she tries to convince her to take Janine in. Naomi does not want to do it, but Aunt Lydia convinces her that this is the new Gilead. It will look good on her to forgive the handmaid, and she says okay. So Aunt Lydia lets Janine know that she will be, being posted in, Commander Lawrence's house with her daughter. So they get there only to find out that the daughter is gone for the summer and is putting her to a test. Janine was not happy, and neither was Lydia. So one of the Marthas let Janine know that June was hurt in Toronto, that they're trying to kill her, and Janine's attitude changed. I wonder if that's what made her speak up to Miss Naomi. So after, they're taking their pictures, Commander and Lawrence and Naomi, Naomi and Janine shares a moment, and Naomi was like, it's good to have a familiar face in the house. And next thing you know, Janine snapped. She was like, we are not friends. I believe she called her a name. I think she called her real name. And she was like, we are not friends. I can't stand you. I don't like the woman you are. She told her she hate her. Child, Janine about to get up out that house. And then here comes Commander Lawrence interrupting them. Excuse me, Miss Putnam. Naomi. Miss Lawrence. Yo, he is hilarious, y'all. So Aunt Lydia said to Janine that she messed up a good thing and she needs to apologize and beg. And Janine was like, I'm not doing that. Okay. So anyway, the eyes come and get her. Aunt Lydia is upset about it. She don't know where they're taking her. I think she's grown a fondness to Janine, for lack of a better word. It may be her form of a daughter feeling. So she was fighting for them not to take Janine. She said she's going to call Commander Lawrence. Come to find out, Commander Lawrence is the one that gave the orders. So she's out fighting for Janine, so for them not to take her. And they just kindly threw her on the ground. And they took her away, and Aunt Lydia was just staring at the back of the truck. As Janine is in the truck, there's a Martha in there crying, and Janine actually comforts her, knowing that she is in much danger too. So that was a big noble thing for her to do. Nick is in the command center, I guess, for the commanders in Gilead, and he pulls Commander Lawrence to the side. He said that there was a shooting in Toronto, and Commander Lawrence is acting all nonchalant, but he was like, June was at the rally. She could have got hurt. And pretty much Commander Lawrence was like, listen, in lack of a better word, she's casualty of war. Commander Lawrence said she had a choice. She had 1,000 choices. I guess it's safe to say Commander Lawrence ain't looking out for June anymore. So Commander Nick meets with Torello so that he could get an opportunity to visit June in the hospital. He gets all the intel because I didn't know she in the hospital. But anyway, he visits June in the hospital. After the visit, come to find out, he signed the agreement with Torello to be the inside man. Oh, we gonna see how this go. Season 6 gonna be real. So Torello asks Commander Nick why didn't he run and take June away from Gilead, because he had the opportunity, because he was an eye and a driver. And he said that, he's not that important to June. She has people that take care of her, and Torello lets him know that, no, you're very important to her. And he looks back and just walks away. So Nick, make his way to Commander Lawrence's house. He was very upset that June is in the hospital right now. So Nick busts up in the reception/party of Commander Lawrence and put Miss Putnam Naomi, now knowing Naomi Lawrence, and Cole smack him, said that he could have killed June. And Commander Lawrence was like, it wasn't me, it wasn't my fault. Mind you, Commander Nick walked right past his wife, okay? So Nick is locked up, they won't let me out. His wife comes visit him, and she wants to know what is wrong with him. Like, they had a good thing. She said a good man would not leave his pregnant wife every time the girlfriend called. Well, girl, you knew what you were signed up for, too. So I don't know why you really upset. Y'all marriage is arranged anyway. So she said, you will never let go of her, will you? Commander Nick said he tried, but he can't. So Rose says she don't want to be with him anymore. They had a good thing, and she walks out. Nick doesn't want her to leave, but it is what it is, Nick. You pining for another woman. What you expect from her? So I'm just assuming that because Nick signed that agreement, he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. He gonna be able to get immunity. I'm assuming. Hopefully, there's no new laws that's gonna come up in Gilead. But I feel like Nick gonna be all right. So June wakes up to Moira and Rita talking to Luke about the man that tried to run June over, and he has died. So they're about to come arrest him. So Luke was like, yeah, let them arrest me. I'm going to just let them know I was protecting my wife. So June was like, nope, we got to run. She said the last time we waited, she lost Luke and she lost her daughter Hannah. So Luke was like, what about Hannah? She was like, we always going to have her in our heart, but we can't help her if we both are dead. So Luke said, this is not Gilead. And June was like, America wasn't Gilead until it was Gilead. This country is changing. We have got to go. As they're leaving to go, get on a plane, because Moira booked their flights. Here comes Mark Terezio, and he lets them know that they can't go to the airport because they're going to arrest him at the airport. But he has another solution. Like, they don't want any refugees coming into Canada, so they're putting them on trains, and they can get out that way. So they get to the train station, and Luke thanks Torello, or Torello, whatever his name is. And June turns to him and asks to make sure he lets Nick know that her and Nicole are okay. So they go into the train station and see all of these people. It was a lot of people. It's really crazy. So they make their way to the train to get on the train. Luke sends June ahead because, if they're together, they're definitely going to arrest him. It's going to bring attention. So June gets through. She waits at the train. Nick calls her, told her to get on the train. And she was like, well, come on, they're not going to see you. He said, get on the train. So she realized that he was never going to get on the train. He just wanted them to get on and be safe. So June was like, come find me. He said he will. And the people, he puts his hands up, they come arrest him. And June is staring at him through the train. So as June is walking through the train, trying to find a seat for her and Nicole, she gets to a spot, and lo and behold, guess who she runs into? Serena. These two is on the run again. Then they end up giving each other these awkward stares and looks. And Serena asks for a pamper. Girl. Let me just say this. The ending, this finale was a lot. It left a lot open, but it closed a lot of ties. So it seems like Nick is gonna be the inside man and bring down Gilead slash New Bethlehem. I'm assuming Serena and June look like they're gonna be on the run slash coming together to bring down Gilead. I'm not sure, but we'll see how that goes. Um, I guess we're gonna find out what happens with Janine in season 6. And I'm curious to see what Commander Lawrence's role is gonna be. Now that Nick, is kinda on the other side of things now. Is he still gonna be focused on New Bethlehem, or is he gonna take on the role as the evil commander again, now that he's living by Gilead values that he married Naomi? So all right, we'll wait and see what's happening in season 6. But this last episode had me like, what is going on? Anyway, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Come down in the comment section if you want to discuss this episode. And look forward to seeing y'all for season 6 to see what's going on. All right, guys. Peace.